Actually, good tip right here. Let's say you can't find your cart. Where is it? What is it? Where is it right now? You just type the name of the item you lost. Let's say cart, wood cart, small wood cart, and it's always going to list the existing objects of that item nearest you. Okay, so now that we're starting farming, and the reason why after carpentry I immediately want to go into farming is because it takes some time for plants and crops to grow. Even though I've modified, like I mentioned before, I was going to modify the growth rate and or maturity rate for plants. We still need to get them planted so we can start making some better quality food, giving us better food SP, right? Evening out our carbs, protein, fat, and vitamins, and giving us more overall. So I gathered in the desert right near our house. This is not too far away. This is our starter spot. This is the desert. I gathered prickly pear. Some of it, got 8 seeds. Not a whole lot. But prickly pear can be used in the exotic fruit salad and the exotic salad. And these salads, basic salads, are cooked in the cast iron stove. But these salads are going to be used for the end game food, which is really the sweet salad recipe. It requires a basic salad, it requires a fruit salad, and it requires a simple syrup. And because the prickly pear can be used in both fruit, exotic fruit, which is prickly pear and pumpkins, and exotic salad, which is prickly pear, cremini, and rice, all of which I have near me, I thought it was a good option to go with to plant. Now, we don't have a ton, we don't have a lot, but let's use the really powerful mapping tool to decide where am I going to plant my prickly pear. So let's go and just faster to do this than scrolling. Prickly pear yield. Now I'm here at the best spot I could find near me. I mean, you really want to look for like a yellow like that would be ideal, but that's too far away, not really convenient, and I'm going to be kind of heading down this way anyway. Oh wait, yeah, it's not a great spot either. So I'm just going to go here, decent spot, decent yield, and we got here with our cart. Now, I had stone in my hand before because I know I was going to need to repair my tools. I knew I was going to get logs from the saguaro cactus, so I wasn't worried. But there's my cart. How do I get that cart up here? I told you before, cart elevators. But right now I can't because my weight is pretty much maxed out. I can't pick up a cart, so I'll need to make some space. But for now, let's find the best yield that we can, and let's start farming. Usually what you want to do is claim land. You know what, let's show in world. Now when you show in world and you have a claim stake, it removes the visual, but here is where we want to farm. It's not very good, but we'll take what we can get. So pretty much anywhere here. Let's just take this spot here for now. I like to immediately rename it. So, and when you rename a land, don't just leave it as prickly pear, because at any time somebody types prickly pear, it'll link to the chat to your land before it links to the item. So I just name it the item and my name, or my store name, whatever I'm using at the time. And then I like to change the color to something close to the pear's color. Let's just go with that for now. And here's where you can add any authorizations to any players. But so now we have the land we need, and let's start hoeing it. Well, actually we should get rid of that view. We no longer need that. So I like to hoe. I'm just going to do the whole thing. Now, that's the corner. Let's take it to the corner. It should really be every other block. Kind of in like a nice little grid. Because if you don't have that many seeds, you want them to be spaced out. If you have full amount of seeds, don't worry about spacing them out so much. Just get them planted. That was a bad plant. Should have went over here. But now my prickly pear is planted, and because this is a faster rate, it should be done soon. Oh, actually, wait. There's some prickly pear right here. This is a dead one. No big deal. Oh, did not get any more seeds. I'm looking for seeds. No seeds. Man, getting very few seeds. I really want to kill those hares, but don't really have to right now. Okay. Any more prickly pear around here? No, that's it. That's all the seed I'm going to get. Oh, I think I got those two already. Got those over there. Now the problem is I need to get my stuff out of that cart. So that's why carrying a tiny stockpile is always nice. Now you don't want to leave a stockpile close to your farms. I find that any buildings or claims or anything like stockpiles and storage really reduce the yield of your farms. I don't know if they fixed that or if they changed it. If they have, please let me know. Or if you know why buildings or stockpiles near a farm reduces the yield, let me know. I know storage chests usually don't, so those are nice to have. I'm going to need to get some logs actually and build a couple of storage chests. I like to have a storage chest right near my farms. Have one each, so you can just go harvest, drop the excess fruit, excess seeds, and you're good to go. That's not going to break any up. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this stump so the cactus will regrow. And I guess I'm going to get some saguaro seeds, which are nice because they didn't exist in the last patch. The desert's actually a viable starting area because of the saguaro cactus. Give you some logs, and there's plenty of iron, plenty of sandstone in the desert. They've done a good job of making the desert a viable place to start. Oh, I didn't see that. Actually, since I have the cactus seed, this is plant them, right? Plant. No, can't do it when it's logs in my hand. No big whoop. That's what the stockpile's for. Let's get our repair bench down, because we're going to repair this hoe with some of these logs. Now, because I don't own the land that I'm working with, you got to always link it. But if you were on your territory, you owned it, you wouldn't have to link it. The repair bench automatically works. So we can pick up that bench again. We have to make some space here to move this cart over. So let's get rid of our heaviest item. Charred meat is very heavy. Now I should be able to take a cart out and elevator up here. That should work. Let's move this hewn, and I'm bringing the hewn just to be able to craft a small little hut down to the major farms I'm going to be creating in the grasslands. Now I can pick up this cart, and there you go. Little elevator action. Let's put him back in there. In the meantime, let's talk about where we're going next. So, prickly pear's done. A small little prickly pear farm. I found a pretty nice spot here in the grassland, which you usually will, where it's got yield potential. Not perfect, but decent color for beets. The next one here is going to be corn. after corn in the grassland, you're going to plant, where is it? Pumpkin, right? We need pumpkin as well. Pumpkin. Rice. Oh, rice isn't so hot here. As good as it gets. Rice. Tomato. Oh, tomato is very good right near our house, actually. So maybe we'll come back for tomato. And wheat. All here to the right of this little lake here. So that's where we're headed. Let's drop a marker so we know where we're headed. Markers. Drop marker. Let's get rid of that one. And just say future farms. Make it easy to get there. And then you can delete it. One thing I like to do though is I want to mark this. I want to drop a marker right here. And I'm going to say Prickly Pear Farm. And now that is a nice marker for myself. Let's get rid of this. Don't want the distance. Don't want to display off screen. And let's change the color as well to about a prickly pear color. That's a good way to keep your waypoints up. Now I don't like to keep them on all the time. I will turn them off eventually, like that, and only come back to it when I need it. So here we go. Cool. And now this should be done. I can collect and collect and pick it up. Fantastic. Carrying pretty heavy load, but now that's about 150 meters to our future farms. Let's look on the map. Can we get there without having to cross anything crazy? It looks like we will be able to. Looks like it's a pretty straight shot from here, so let's stay on the road. Stay on the path. Does this drop off a little bit? Yep, that's okay. You can fall with a cart. It's just hard to get up. That's why you have to have multiple carts on you for that purpose. I might leave a cart at the Prickly Pear Farm instead of a chest. But for now, this is what we're doing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I fall? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Wrong way. Alright, we're good. Oh, man. We're walking through this even with the speed of double speed of running. Well, let's take those pumpkins. Uh-oh. What did I do with my cart? Oh, man, losing carts is so easy nowadays. Oh, there it is. There it is. Actually, good tip right here. Let's say you can't find your cart. Where is it? What is it? Where is it right now? You just type the name of the item you lost. Let's say cart, wood cart, small wood cart. And it's always going to list the existing objects of that item nearest you. It's going to be in that order. Closest one to you. So you can click it. You can hover it. Click the waypoint here and it'll take you through there, or you can just see, okay, it's 23 meters or 2.3 meters from me. Alright, future farms, let's go. Double check the map. Looks like it's gonna be a pretty easy straight walk as long as we stay here. Wow, that's a lot of wheat just hanging out there. Back on the road again. We're almost to our future farm area. Right next to the little lake. Ooh, there's an otter. Bison. That's steam? Like a hot spring in here? Oh, wow. It's deeper than I thought. A lot of fish, too. Maybe you can put some fish traps in there. I haven't even gotten to fish traps yet, because I didn't make a room big enough to have a fishery. But anyway, okay. Well, let's start plotting out our farms here. Alright, back to the map. Extremely good tool. I don't know how many times I'll say that. Let's get started with beets. I think are very important. Beets make sugar, make that simple syrup, beet sugar. Beet is better than the huckleberry recipe, so let's do that. Let's choose the beet yield that we want. Let's claim this land, because you should always claim your land if you are going to use a farm. Really isn't any specific place that's better than another, so let's just go. Let's just take beets right here. And I only have 24 seeds, so I really don't have that much space. Let's go ahead and pick the corner. As you can see, I use a land claim stake. I really should be doing this. So land claim stake to hoe the corner, and let's do my grid because I don't have that many seeds. Oh no! Ooh, got that corn before I hoed it. Nice little delay. Yeah, I want to pick up all this. If it's right, let me take it. Well, that's a lot of corn just hanging around for me to pick. For me to harvest it up, baby. Oh, there we go. Another one. Let's get a vantage point. Anything else? More corn. If it's here to take it. Pumpkins. Got some more pumpkin seeds. Good, because I needed those. I forgot to bring them with me. Didn't realize pumpkins worked in a salad now, which is very nice. I seem to be abundant. Anything else? No. Okay. Now back to our beet farm. We got that one. Now when you don't have a lot of claims, just taking one area is enough. Let me tell you. Don't feel like, oh, I don't have enough claims to do the farm the size I want. Don't worry about it. Just go get things planted. Take one claim for each plant. And don't worry about it from there. Okay, now let's do the in-between spots. Make the little star grid. Alright, cool. Let's get these planted. Alright, and I've still got 11 left, so let's take it all the way. Now be careful when you're hoeing. You don't want to destroy the work you just did. So just so you know, when you hoe, it takes about a second or two to hit the land, so leave it there before you move it. Like I generally do that because I have the timing down, I have the experience with it. But if you're just starting out, don't rush. Take your time, do it right. You know what they say, measure twice, cut once. Cool. Perfect. Had the perfect amount of beets. I missed one spot, right? We'll just hoe it. Or till it. Should be till, but I just always like to say hoe it. You know? Just thought it. You know? Alright, cool. We got our beet. Now, back to the map. What's the next plant on the list in order of what grows in the grasslands, right? Camas used to grow there. Now it grows in the jungle. So let's go corn yield potential. Let's go a little bit south here. Oh, you know what? One of you probably just said it. Let's mark this. Beet farm. Obtained. We want to look at corn yield. Corn yield can go down a few claims. South, right? Am I facing south? South. Perfect. Now, if you ever want to know the direction you're in, you can just see at the bottom right, corner right here. I know my GUI is a little bit smaller than most people, but I have a big monitor. I can see this fine. And then something a lot of people don't know, this the mini map. This is the sun. It says it's midday right here. Eventually it's going to set, nighttime, sunrise. So you can see where the sun is, what time it is in the day. Alright, let's go back to corn, a little bit south. Let's go down to corn. Plant corn right here. Good spot. I'm just going to use one claim for now. Don't need to make it crazy. You know what? I forgot to rename the beet plot. But, let's rename it. Color's pretty close. Not perfect though. Let's get a little bit more mazy colored. Maize. Like University of Michigan. The maize and blue. Alright, now let's pick a corner to get started our hoeing. Or tilling, sorry. Alright. That delay in swiping, always good. Always friendly. Boom, boom. Perfect. I think I got a lot of seeds though, so how many corn seeds do I? Oh yeah, I got plenty of corn seeds. Might be able to do 2 plots. You know, I have some extra. I definitely have some extra claim papers right now because I've learned all those early skill scrolls. Hopefully you've been making those skill scrolls with me and you've started to sell them. Because like I've said before, everyone wants to learn skills. Oh shoot, messed that up. You know what? I'm so anal about this stuff. I'll just refix that. And let's plant the seed. So like I was saying, you definitely want to be... Whoa, 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 whoa. My mouse is off. What's going on? Sensitivity changed. I'm tired. What is it? Messing up the tilling. Well, see, I said it right this time. Let's go. But yeah, everyone wants those claim papers. Everyone wants that skill. So, selling scrolls and doing the research. I honestly think research is the funnest part of the game. The collaboration required to get those skills done, skill scrolls done, is probably the best in the whole game. Better than collabing to destroy the meteor, in my opinion, because getting skill scrolls done is tough. Oil drilling skill scroll, the advanced smelting skill scroll, the amount of coal it requires, it's all tough. Early game iron for the mechanic skill scroll, really, really, really tough. Alright, well this is the corn farm. I got 36 more seeds, so let's just take it. Take this next plot. You know what? And you don't have to do it. It's good to do because I have the claim papers right now. Because there's a lot of farms you want to have. You want to have huckleberry. You want to have beans. You want to have ferns. So that's all the forest and chemists. You want to have all of the ones in the grassland. You know, if you're a farmer, do it right. Supply every type of resource, every type of crop to your cooks, because you have cooks that are going to go exotic, you have cooks that are going to go grassland, you have cooks who are going to use, you know, forest salads. So just have everything. And another idea that when you're farming, you should not only have one corn farm, one corn yield. Instead of having 2 claims in the same location, go and take one in another grassland biome. If you're on a big map, if you're on like a 4K map, go do that and stagger them so you can have corn growing and you know, being available at, let's say, 5 p.m. your time. Then you have that other corn farm, you know, tilled and ready for 10 p.m. at night. So, you know, you have 5 p.m., farms, you have 10 p.m. farms, and that's the hours that you get to play, right? I still have 11. Ooh. Broke my hoe. Didn't even freaking notice. Do I have logs on me? Oof, may not. And a hoe is a wooden hoe. Ooh, that's not bueno. Got those big old trees over there. Alright. I'm gonna go pick up some big trees. Also, if you run and jump on this on your farms, it's not gonna ruin the farm. Okay? So don't worry about it. It's not Minecraft. But if somebody knocks a tree down and falls on your farm, say adios to your farm. And that happens a lot. So do yourself a favor and make sure that there are no trees growing near your farm unless you've claimed around the farm, and you know you don't have to worry about someone knocking a tree down in front or on your property or landing on your property. And sometimes it's not grief. It's not somebody trolling you. It's an accident. You left a tree near your farm. It's going to happen. So clear those trees near your farm for sure, so it stops it from happening. And that's why a lot of people like to use a road tool, specifically to stamp out the road surrounding the tree farm so no trees grow. We've now finished our grassland farms, and this is without having any of the farming skills. I don't have farming, don't have fertilizer, don't have gathering, haven't even researched milling yet. But these skills are not required to farm. Like, you don't have to have them. You can just go and grab a hoe. You can go and gather seeds all by yourself. Now, what farming skills give you, though, are the ability to make fertilizer, to make the soil better, craft a tool called a soil sampler, which we will make on a farmer's table, that you can just right click the land. It gives you details about, hey, is this ready to be gathered? Because once it's at 90% maturity, it gives you a bonus to gathering. Anything below that, you won't get, the usual amount. Now, if you take that farming skill and that fertilizer skill, that's what you're going to get from those skills. But gathering is probably the most important farming skill, because gathering gives you the ability to pick up or gather more from each yield, irrelevant of the length of time it takes for this stuff to grow, like the other farming and fertilizer skills give you. So right now we have our beet, our rice farm had a lot of rice, so I planted it, most of it actually, or I think all of it, corn, and then wheat across the pond here. Those are the major plants you can get in the grassland. It's easy to do. I'm leaving some stone and my hewn logs that I was going to use to build a little casa here, and I'll get to that eventually. But right now, I'm heading back to the north to go plant the tomato, which is the last one left in the grassland. After the tomato is planted, tomato is going to go as close to our house as we can, probably right over here somewhere. The next plants we need to get down for a farm, though, is huckleberry, for sure. Huckleberry, beans, ferns, and camas. All of those are grown in the forest. Now let's get huckleberry yield. Oof. Oh boy. Well, there. And I guess this way. That's going to be a pain in the butt farms to make. What about beans? Let's check beans. Yeah, it's all inside that biome there. I guess I really don't have any. All that in the ocean. Always nice to have ocean yield. Yep, thanks. And then we can look at the other mushrooms, right? We can look at bolete mushrooms are all, I believe this is all jungle, right? Bolete mushrooms, cremini mushrooms, cremini, where are you? Coquina mushroom, jungle, cocaine mushroom right there. Cremini mushroom, all here. So that's right near the house. So I can go ahead and make a little farm right there for all of them. Probably just like 4 claims. Make each claim one of those mushrooms. One last, let's see, farm, yield, potential, all the same. It's all going to be in this jungle. For the fern, camas as well, because that camas got moved to the forest. And I think that's pretty much all I have to worry about planting. Those are all good farms to have. Farming is, I think, probably my second favorite thing to do in this game, especially once you get a steam tractor. Man, it is so fun to use. The tractor has 3 different modules. Really fun tool. So, well, you know what? We even planted pumpkin, actually. So we got beet, pumpkin, rice, corn, wheat, and we're going to go drop some tomatoes up there. We have our prickly pear farm, and the next farms we're going to do is going to be somewhere over here. We're going to do some huckleberry, and huckleberry, fern, beans, camas. Try and find a spot where all of them can grow. So it takes a lot of work, takes a lot of time, but once you set it up, you just have to wait till they're ready to be harvested. And that's how a farmer works. We'll create a farmer's table and take a look at it after I get the rest of the farms done, because the soil sampler is really handy. The farmer's table lets you take produce, create seeds, even without the skill. And then you also have, oh, look, I have to pick up this wood cart. And then you also have, the farmer makes a salt basket, which is a decorative item for kitchens. You know what? This wheat is looking mighty tasty. Let's go ahead and grab this wheat while it's here for the taking. Can't leave it. No way. It's too valuable to leave. Ooh, look at all this rice just sitting there. Come here, buddy. I like the way you roll rice. I like the way you grow, especially.